3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience.
Coach, there are a few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect clear afternoon. Heck, you can see all the way to Mount Rainier in the distance here at CenturyLink Field in Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25.
Ready? 53, check 53. We ain't giving up nothing today. Let's go.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Check me out. Hey, Alpha. Go.
On 3rd down, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, alert. Come on. You go tight. Walk. Get walk.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Check 24. 80.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 56 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
At the 16-yard line.
Man. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Motion.
On second down now, it's Carson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again, and instead it works opposite.
So first and second down went in the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13.
Middle. Hey, exit. Check 52. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Ready?
Rosen just getting the snap off at one. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on third down. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed him to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Leo! Go! Shit! Watch the shit!
Jones now, operating from the gun. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Set, 8, read. You got nothing today. Hey, team 6.
From the 38, Jones. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Got it? 44, Mike, 44. Hey, tight. Hey, Haywood, snap.
Jones from the gun on third down. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
No.
Throwing now, Rosen on first down, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Bravo. Mike's 50, Mike's
On play action, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Jabril Peppers on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, alert. Hey, quarter. Be good. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Hugs, Monday.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
3-0 after one on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All day. I got him, man. He's mine.
This is Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance, they're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now a give, right side. Carson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They come out here in the eye.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 55. Right. Hey, lock it. Let's go, let's go.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And Ingram hauls it in. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 31-yard line. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap. Defense.
Throwing Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready, go.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run it with Carson. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
The tackle made by Jayon Brown.
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And all the way in, touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson. He scored on the ground and through the air. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, there'll be marginal yardage against them.
Here's Jones on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. In for the score as his guys are back within a single score. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike, spot 4, Mike. Monday. I got him. Right there. 54, right there. 80. Hey, watch the delay.
Here's Rosen to throw. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34. Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they'd take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Rosen now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10.
Let's see what you got.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Rosen to throw again. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
15 left. 15 left. Drop deep, drop deep. Let go.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Hug. Check right.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
You draw Corker. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Watch the slant.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line.
Here we go, let's bring it.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Down. 8, read. 3. Rip left. Check 3. And rip hit it.
Another try for Barkley, and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he missed it. No good, and they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, box drop. Middle. I'm here all day. Monday. Check 31. Hey, look.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for Seattle. 46 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game.
Mike's 50.
On 1st down. It's Carson, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13.
Hey, orbit. Hey, quarter. Watch the pass. Switch. Hey, alert.
Now Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
What you got, Heavy? Hey, high 7.
To throw is Rosen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out, and able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and inches at the 16-yard line.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. 2nd down and inches. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. The extra point now coming from Myers. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, you. Look at me. Door.
Jones throwing after the interception. Going up top. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 56 yards. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley, he'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a 1st down. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
They'll try and throw for it. Goes right side. And he's got it. So they went ahead and went for 2 to tie the game, and it works out. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Check.
And now it's Rosen looking. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Basically, you're not going to outwork two guys very often.
Double coverage. I thought he was going to go somewhere else for the football. I get it. That's a stud wide receiver. You want to try to get him the football.
Yeah, sometimes you rely on him a bit too much. You forget the other options that are out there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On first down, it's Carson, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Seattle, Washington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
49, guys. Mike. Hey, wahoo! Hey, scared. Mike's 49. Hey, alert. Let's go. Let's get this ball.
Here's Rosen. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 39. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now it's Carson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Monday, 54. Monday. Defense, let's get out the field. Defense. Shoot.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Rosen will throw. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on first down. Carson, and the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Rosen looking to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll run it again with Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. This ball complete, Jones to Ingram. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Now Jones, operating from the gun. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on 2nd down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
Hey, team 6, team 6. Hard. Watch the curl. Check. 44's the mic. 40. Hey, Haywood. Watch the safety creep. Clear. Get it.
On 4th down, Jones. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him. On 1st down, it's Carson, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores, so, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Down. 70. Indy. Bravo. You
Throwing on first down. Jones. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Shepard. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Hey, let go. Let go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken.